All right, welcome to this video. My name is Carol. Hope you're all having a beautiful day so far. And over the past 90 days, I've been able to book just over 130 calls with under 1,000 followers in total. So in this training, I'm going to break down the exact system that I've used and why your current paid and organic strategy is not generating you enough sales to scale with consistency and with predictability. So I'm going to walk you through the exact steps we implement to scale coaching offers past 50K per month without wasting your savings on ads that don't work or waste your time growing a Facebook group full of dead and inactive leads anyway. So here's just some proof from my email, from Calendly and from GSL that we actually booked just over 130 calls. And I'm not going to hold anything as a secret in this video because I want to show you how well it works and how simple plus predictable personal branding and audience monetization can be in your coaching or consulting business. So this training is going to be based on my experience from investing over 25K in programs from Serge Gazzari, Grayson Lupez, Montel Gordon, Sam Ovens, Iman Gadzhi, Grant Cardone, and Brandon Forbes. And from sending over 40K DMs and spending a couple of G's on ads. As you can see here, I prepared some of the sheets for my VAs of sending all of this cold outreach. As you can see, we're already at, section almost 10K. Same thing here is Denise's first sheet. This is Denise's second sheet, so 7K. What do we have here? I think it's just under, here it's 9.9K. Her third sheet, 823. Here's Kathleen's 9.2K, and Kathleen's second sheet 1.5K. So as you can see, we've done a ton of cold prospecting, and to be honest, this was probably the biggest mistake I've been doing so far, and that's not been focusing on inbound. I wish I was doing that earlier on in my career, and that's why I'm gonna make this video so you don't, waste your time, build up a huge outbound team or run ineffective ads or run some kind of ineffective content strategy. So first of all, what is this mechanism and why is it something you should consider to implement as well? And as I said, this training is going to be based on the one thing I see on almost every discovery call or one of my consulting calls with clients. And we can use one of my clients and now good friend from Australia as an example. He's been doing a ton of cold outreach as well. And same thing with paid ads. He's been spent over 5K for fuck all in the past. In his words even, right? So he sent over 500 cold Loom outreaches and spent over 5K on X for fuck all in the past. And even hired some agencies to edit his podcast into shorts for his YouTube in hope that will suddenly boost his interest for his offer, right? But guess what all of that left him with? A handful of book calls, sure, but nothing that really sticks or can compound over time. Because just because someone doesn't have the time to do business with you right there and then on the sales call, it doesn't mean that they won't become a client in 6 months when they've been in your ecosystem for long enough. And I see so many coaches rely on one single mechanism for most of their traffic, and they swear it's the best without realizing that if their ads stop performing or if they shut down their cold outbound, they're left with an empty calendar. So instead, if my client here implemented this strategy I'm about to show you and actually leveraged that 5K he spent then on ads, on growing his community instead, which he is now, by the way, he would compound his audience size, build a tribe of buyers around his offer, and create lifelong fans that he can now sell to for the rest of his life, basically. And if it's your case, if you've been in the same kind of situation, you're spending a lot of time doing cold outreach, building an army of VAs or spending a ton of money on ads, and you're getting some kind of traction, but you're not building a community on the same time, well, then it's not your fault because you probably got this idea from some kind of coaching program or agency that burned you over, and I can't really blame you. Because most people would teach you how to generate attention with ads, engaging videos, or even cold outbound, but very few actually know how to convert the eyeballs into clients. Because honestly, who cares if your Reels gets 10K views or your follow account is 100K if there's no potential buyers watching anyway? If you really think about it, you only need 30 really nurtured people in your audience to make 100K with a $3,000 offer, right? And hopefully by the end of this training, you'll understand the power of communities and why it has worked for me to scale my own business and pretty much every client that I've had. Now, I'm just going to give you an introduction to how the system works and who it has worked for so far. So if you want to see some more proof, you can always open up this link, book.denrich.com, see videos, testimonials, screenshots, and more. But I've included some of the case studies in here as well. We have Paris from the fitness niche. We scaled her exposure over 2,000%. With the interview style content strategy and leveraged the attention to funnel eyeballs into a live webinar where she got 17 signups for her program. Keep in mind that's 3.5K and this is under 2 months. Now, she left us with a video testimonials as well. We have Ray in the fitness niche. She was struck at growing her audience and wanting to push more app subscriptions. And she was basically getting overwhelmed with content. So we helped her automate her content backend, push past that 30K mark in organic views with a new content strategy as well. And now she's spending less than 2 hours a week on content and just had her best month yet, doing over 20K in in-app subscriptions and 15K in personal training and ebooks. We have Jess from the fitness niche. You can pause the video, read these screenshots. We have JC in the finance niche. Basically, yeah, it works, right? We have the testimonials. You can check them out yourself. But now let me show you the outdated funnel from 2016 that everyone on YouTube is basically preaching, and the one you probably tried so far to generate sales calls. So it kind of looks like this, right? You're either running ads or you're running a lot of content. You're kind of trying to funnel all the attention inside of a training or lead magnet, right? That's kind of your thing. You're trading something for something. You're getting their email instead. If you're doing this with ads, you're probably paying somewhere between 15 to 30 bucks per lead. Pretty usual like lead price, right? Then you pray to the gods that someone will watch the training, that will actually give you the right email and right phone number so you can start nurturing with your automation. And even then, it's like 25% who watches your training. And then you gotta hope that the training is good enough that it actually converts them into an actual book call. And that's probably 10% of all the people watching. If you tried this yourself, you know that these numbers are spot on. But what I want to really point out with this kind of funnel is that it has a lot of inefficiencies. And the biggest part is that it's only 7% that you're getting from all of the attention you're creating to actually book a call. 93% of the traffic you're generating will actually get lost with this funnel right here, because you don't have some kind of golden net to actually capture all of these people who wasn't ready to watch the training, wasn't ready to convert after watching the training, and also the people who didn't even opt in to the beginning, right, in the beginning. So that's 93 of the traffic that gets lost, 93%. And you're also super relying on two things. You're relying on people giving you the real email and number, which at this point is like 50% of the times, right? And you're relying on that people actually go through the training and decides that it's good enough to book a call. It's too much friction right here. Way too much friction. So let me show you the new and improved way where you never have to rely on going viral or lose your traffic in some kind of way. So we use a hybrid between content and ads to always make sure that we're generating some kind of baseline level of traffic and targeted eyeballs on your specific offer, right? And that's what you want to do. You want to set up a couple of ads to target your page and funnel all the viewers inside of your Instagram page. Your Instagram page is going to kind of be the community platform, but we're going to host all of this. Then you will soon notice that it will cost you anywhere from $2 to $4 a lead. This is like a general price. Actually, from my personal prices, I'm paying right now 56 cents per lead. So as you can see, per follower, that's kind of cheap, right? But I'm always giving you some kind of baseline number so you can see and you can do the numbers in your head, how much it would cost you if you were to do this just after watching this video. Now, when we're switching the perspective from running ads to actually get people to do something, to just drop a follow on your page, it's much easier, and the friction is much lower. Now, they only have to drop a follow. It's like, it takes 2 seconds. They just have to click a button. But the cool thing is that now they're inside of your ecosystem. And if you have a strategic set of content ready to go, you know you're posting frequently, you're warming them up, you're having a good, you're having a good story strategy, you're having the highlights in place, everything just looks good. Well, then maybe tomorrow, 3 days from now, or 6 months from now, all of these people joining your audience will suddenly become warmer and warmer and warmer on your offer. And we have a couple extra strategies to like speed up this process, because yeah, inbounds are great, but it's not consistently that people are gonna, message you in your DMs, right? It's what we want to aim for, but it's not going to happen every single day. So what you're going to do is either have you or a commission-based setter inside of your DMs messaging every single new follower, just being like, hey, thank you so much for watching the videos. And you will get surprised how many is going to respond and actually have a conversation with you at this point. They're going to be like, oh yeah, of course, I enjoy your content, it's so good, and actually I was trying to, cut down on my calories. Can you tell me if this is a good strategy? And then they, drop you a voice note. And from there you will have a conversation where the only thing you got to do is like, hey man, I would love to help you out. Let's jump on a call sometime tomorrow, right? Send your calendar link and that's it. And that's kind of the thing with this strategy here. It's a community platform. People are going to have conversations with you. And even though they don't book a call the first time around, they're still inside of this community flywheel. So every time you post a new piece of content, a new story, you show a new client transformation, they'll get more and more and more warm. Same thing with all of the people who engage with your content but for some reason don't follow your account or something like that. Then you can also have retargeting ads. I will probably show that on another video, but basically you could have all of the people you miss out on who actually enjoyed the video and liked it and commented, but didn't really take action to follow you. We can also scoop them up for like $5 a day. So that's pretty unique as well. Now, let me show you the actual step-by-step action plan on how you can implement this for yourself. Because yeah, it looks good high level, but there's actually some tangible steps to what we gotta implement to actually, implement it. So I have this flow chart here, and it's really like a 3-step process. In phase 1, you want to focus on automate your top funnel. And before you do any of that, you want to make sure that your offer and your sales arguments, meaning how you position your offer, how you want to communicate with your ideal client avatar, is on point. That's the first thing you want to do. Next up is make sure your profile is looking, sweet. It has a bright profile picture. You have your I help statement in your bio. You have the highlights on place, about me, client transformations, stuff like that, lifestyle, etc. Right? Then what you want to do is you want to launch 1 or 2 strategic Instagram ads where you just share you start out by calling out the audience, share a lot of value, and at the end of the video you say, if you want to learn more, well, drop me a follow here on IG and go through my past content where you can learn more about XYZ. If you're going to run these ads, you're going to get a minimum, and I promise you this, a minimum of 25 to 50 targeted followers every single day who can become a client today or 6 months from now when having the proper nurturing. Then in phase 2, and this is probably the most important thing, when we're building like this community, we're growing our audience, we also want to make sure that we're nurturing them, right? So for that to work, we got to use proper content, proper executed content strategy, basically. And what I want you to do, because for our clients specifically, we do the content research and ghostwriting for them, but what I want you to do is open up ChatGPT, ask it for what kind of problems your audience are currently experiencing. It will give you some kind of questions, it will give you some help. Go down and look at your sales calls, look at your client calls, what kind of questions are you getting on a daily basis, and write them all down. Write some bullet points for every single idea, and spend 1 day a week where you just shoot out 15 videos in less than 2 hours, right? So you're batching the videos, making sure you get most videos out of less time. Either hire a freelancer or a video editing agency or something like that to actually chop it down and make it look super good. And out of that, you will have 1 to 2 posts going out every single day in less than 2 hours a week, always staying in top of mind of this prospect that just joined your community funnel. Now, when we're starting to warm them up, we also want to take the last step and push them onto a sales call. And the way you can do that is, having the DM me a word in bio or leverage 2-step stories. For example, you create some kind of cool asset, some kind of cool sales asset. It could be something like this video right here, to be honest. And be like, DM me to get hold of this, or like make a poll, get people to vote on the poll, and then message the people, hey, I saw you voted on the poll. Here's the asset. By the way, I'm just going to use the fitness niche again. Are you, are you currently working out with a fitness plan? It's just like something that came out of my mind, but you kind of get the idea here. And then you spark conversations like that as well. The goal is to spark 7 to 14 convos every single day at least, and convert 30% of them at least to a sales call. So I'm kind of just going to explain our 30-30-30 rule, because that's like the baseline we set for every single client. We want to get at least 25 to 50 targeted followers every single day. We want to convert at least 30% of them, meaning 7 to 14 convos every single day. And out of the 7 to 14 conversations, we want to get 2 to 4 of them on a call every single day, which is 10 to 20 calls a week. And out of those, we want to close 30%, which is 3 to 6 deals closed every single week. So that's kind of the system. You can go and reverse engineer if your goal is 100K, 50K, 60K, it doesn't matter how much, input would be required on your end. You can feel free to ask me any questions in my IG DMs. And if you want to see how we can implement this all done for you and done with you in your specific coaching business, book a call with me and my team by clicking on the top right hand corner link, where you get access to my calendar, and I will show you the exact step-by-step process we'll do to implement this into your business with an outcome-based offer. Now, I hope you found this video helpful. Thank you so much for your time, and have a beautiful rest of your day.